Good day, friends. Good day, learners. Good day, mommy, daddy, teacher. This is my special gift for all the learners that got the 7 groups of sounds. Yes, there are some things we call tricky words. Can you say that? Tricky words. And here I'm going to be explaining them to you, showing them to you, and giving you some very fun activities you can do with mommy, with daddy, with your teachers that will help you learn your phonics better. Yes, I'm Miss Christy from EduGold. Thank you for taking this. So, tricky words, what are they? There are some words that when you hear adults pronounce them, you wonder, this daddy, has he learned his phonics? But no, some of them are actually correct. You call them out, they don't use the normal sounds from the 7 groups that we learned. So tricky words are words that when pronounced, they do not have the normal phonic sounds we have learned. We just simply teach you to learn to spell them. Yes, yeah, that's how English is, I know. So, a word like be, what do you want to be? If you want to add up the sounds, you will be thinking of B and E, that's letter I. But no, it's spelled B-E. That's just how it's spelled, so it's tricky. Now there are a group of words put together that you don't blend normal sounds to get them, you just learn to spell them. And we have many of them here. There are a few more of them that are not here. I would like you to also look out for those ones, like one, by, only, old, like, have, mine, some, come, and the next slide also shows some. Once, give. Why is there E in give when we can't hear give? No, it would be wrong to call it give. It's just called give. So you just learn to spell them. We have when. If I'm to blend when properly, I will say oo, So where's the W coming from? I know, right? That's why they are called tricky words like eight. Eight. I would say AIT. Eight. Our A and our T. But no, that's not how eight is spelled. Eight is spelled EAGHT. I know. That's why it's called a tricky word. So tricky words, they don't blend their normal sounds. You just learn to spell them the way they are. So that's that for the tricky words. Now I'm going to give you some fun activities you will do with daddy and mommy. You know why? Mommies, daddies, teachers, kids learn better when they do. If you just tell them or show them, give them some time. So most of the time they forget. But when you add an action and an activity to it, it sticks faster. So here, apart from the actions that are in each sound, there are some games you can play with these sounds that will make them understand better so that they don't forget them. The first one is the counting sounds. The teacher says a simple 3-letter word from the word book. You get your words from your book, from your textbook, and you call out a 3-letter word. And you ask the children to say the sounds in the word, holding up a finger for each sound. For example, I want to say big. I say big. I just say big. And you ask your child, you say B-I-G. But you should say the sound, not the alphabet. And the child goes B-I-G. Another example, you say sheep. Sheep, and the child goes sh-i-p. Sh-i-p. Make sure they count out their 3 fingers while they are doing that. Another example can be cup. Cup, and the child goes k-up. K-up. Great, that's that. Then arm blending. Arm blending, you also use simple 3-letter words from your arm to inside your elbow to your wrist. The arm is the first sound, inside your elbow is the second sound, and then the wrist for the final sound. Then you say, You call out the sound this time around. You don't call the word. Using the last example we used, we say b, I, g, b, I, g, b at your arm, g at your elbow. Sorry, I at your elbow and g at your wrist. Then the child has to roll his hand from the elbow to the wrist fast and pronounce the sound, and the answer will go big, big. They will carry their hands from up down and say it faster, not breaking it like you did. That's another game you can do. Call out the sounds and they call out the words. It's called arm blending. And then another game is Ask My Friend the Sound. After the teacher has directed some sounds, some sounds, children point to the sounds they have written and ask their friends to say the sound. Yes, you can do that too. Dictate out, you point the sound and ask them to say the sound. If you have 2 children or 3 children, they could do that together. It's a fun activity. Write it out. Then one of the child points the sound, the other friend says the sound. Then consonant blending with arm. With a range of consonant blends, write a range of consonant blends on the board. We have some examples here. In this case, if you're taking it at home, simply use your home board or your book. You write out these consonant blends and let them use their arms to say it. You say k, and they say k, p, r, and they say purr. Yes, when they learn these consonant blends on its own, when the time comes to use them in a word, it becomes a lot easier. Still more on consonant blends, read them, use them, do these activities together with the kids. No child must stay home not learning. Yes, in the lockdown and even after the lockdown, we will come out of this and we will be victorious by the grace of God. But we must keep learning because their childhood time is going, so don't let it go over cartoon and just play. Another activity is choose the correct sound. Teacher or puppet say a word. You can use your socks. Parents, fix your hand on the socks as a puppet. And then you pretend to be the puppet. Yeah, and the puppet is the one talking to the children. The children have to choose the correct sound from the flashboard laid out on the desk. The children must put them on the correct order to make the word. So you can cut out sounds and write them on little flashcards. Your board, if you don't have cardboards at home, you use papers as your flashcards, cut them out, and then you ask them to blend sounds and they arrange them for you to see. Silent blending. This is another fun one. Yes, silent blending. You write letters on the board or on their book, as the case may be, points to the letters one by one to make a word. You don't say anything, you just write many sounds on the board or on the book, then you keep pointing to make a word. Ask them to point quietly and make a word without saying anything. It will engage their mind and their thinking. The children have to blend it in their head and put their hand up when they know a word. So they look at the alphabet, point out the one they think is a word, blend it, make the word in their head and raise their hand to tell you the word. After they tell you, you have to check the sounds to confirm. You could also give them as a worksheet. They should circle the sounds together, circle them and point their hand and they say it out after they have found a word. And this is a sound song we sing together. If you just want to do a singing activity with them, you could be doing dishes, you could be sweeping the house, you could be doing laundry, we're doing activities, you sing while you're doing it. And the song says, this is the way we learn our sounds, learn our sounds, learn our sounds. This is the way we learn our sounds, come and learn with me. Then you go, the snake is in the grass, the snake is in the grass, the snake is in the grass. You can even add up a guessing game. You just say, ah, and the child reminds you the song. You say, b, and they remind you the song. You say, k, and they remind you the song. You say, a, and they remind you the song. So as many songs as you can remember while you're walking around the house or while they are playing, you could sing them along together. It will help them remember these sounds. I love the singing part. We do that with my kids. We'll sing around and I'll be giving the sounds and they'll be reminding the song and we sing the song together. It's a lot of fun and fun with learning. That's how the 21st century learner enjoys to learn. You don't just cage them down and say, this is time for a book. That wears them out. You have to incorporate activities and fun in your daily moving around. That way they are learning and you two are having an awesome time and you are feeling in their childhood with memories. Thank you so much. This is a special gift from EduGold by Miss Christy. God bless you. Please follow us on Facebook at EduGold for parents, teachers, and school owners, and you will learn much more as we share educational materials. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.